Hey guys, we're back.
Hi.
We're officially off a hiatus and we're going to start working to get the show back up and running. So, just to let you know, this is the chat. We are trying something a little bit new. Just, a little bit of cleanup work. You got anything to say, Rosa?
Yes, this is the chat 2.0, and this is our spring revival. I finished my hibernation, so I'm back and alive, and he's been grinding, but he's got enough energy to get this done. So we're going to give you a little background on what we're doing, starting with the new chat.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of house cleaning to do. Just to, first off, we want to welcome some new members to Tokyo Bronx. We just brought in 3 new members. We'll slowly introduce them to you. If you come to our events, you'll get to meet them as well. So we officially want to welcome Shawn, Kage, and Kev to Tokyo Rocks ACG. You've probably seen them at a couple of our events before, but they're now going to be working with us in an official capacity to help grow the brand and also, help with events and other things behind the scenes that you don't get to see as much.
It's exciting to work as a team. I'm looking forward to all the team building activities we could do.
Yeah. Rosa already got her hikes planned. So that's one thing. And then also when it comes to this new format, we also want to tell you about the events that we have going on. Hopefully you come, drop, swing by, say hello, whatever. I didn't feel like repeating myself just now, but anyway, whatever. But so right now we have 2 events for this month planned out. We are doing a pop-up over at Kreate Hub where our studio is at. Swing by, say hello. We'll just be mostly promoting our stuff as usual. But then the day after that, wait. I didn't even say the date. I'm messing
up. It is March 25th.
There you go.
It will be the spring pop-up at Kreate Hub, and we will be there.
There's going to be like a little flyer here in between us to show you what we're doing. And then the day after that, the Sunday, we are doing the Build and Beer Night over at the Bronx Brewery with Project New Type. Thank you for having us a part of that. We'll be there. I believe that one is from 2 to 7, I believe, right? Or 1 to 7. I think
we'll have the correct information.
Yeah. The flyer will tell you. Like we're here guessing, but we'll do that. So moving on, this is the chat 2.0. Not saying that we're going to get rid of the chat with the interviews. We're going to have that as well. But Rosa and I felt like it would be a little bit better if it's just us talking for a while. It's a little bit more constant. You don't have those big gaps in between.
And we have our own shows together. I have the show and tell series. He has the chat. We just decided let's come together and let's BS and do some fun stuff for ACG.
Yes, but we also are still doing interviews. Look out for those in the future. But yeah, what we're doing in this format is more, we're going to keep to the ACG formula. What we're going to do is talk about the stuff that we're watching, and again, that's why you'll see more of the team come in and out to help with that as well. What we're watching, what we're playing, video game wise, and also what we're reading, comic books or manga, one of the two. So we'll usually talk about that. So just to get things started, what are you watching, Rosa, right now, anime wise?
Oh, okay. So I am watching Tomo-chan. Can't remember the full title right now, but
we'll get better at that. We're gonna butcher a lot of
but we'll see this here. But Tomo-chan, just to give you a little background of it off the top of my head, it's about a girl that she realizes that she loves her best friend that she's been friends with since she was childhood, and she's trying to admit her feelings to him, but he's so oblivious. I guess all guys are oblivious to these things when they're young, that he doesn't realize that she likes him, and he still treats her like a dude, like one of the guys, because she's very tomboyish, but her feelings have grown for him, and she's trying to get help from 2 of her other female friends, and it's just crazy high school antics, and her trying to find ways to be, I guess, feminine, but at the same time, he loves her just as she is, and just wants to keep building that friendship together. And the show's not done yet, but it's an interesting show. I think it's a great perspective to see a female character, just in this rough exterior, but also is big softy on the inside, and just seeing the guy just trying to figure it all out. What do you think about that so far?
I think that sounds like everyday life. Like that's just a regular thing. Like you guys are like not good at like telling anybody anything. You do hints. You're like, hey, you didn't see me move my hair out my face that day. You didn't. I just pulled it over my ear. That should have let you know that I have immense care. Like, yeah,
like I dressed up.
Yeah, I dressed up. You did. Oh, how do I look? You look nice. That's it. Just nice. You didn't see that.
That is not enough.
That is not enough. So it sounds like she's right on course. But it's good that those shows like that. Those shows are fun from time to time. What is it like? This is a little different from the whole harem kind of series, right? Where where it's like a whole bunch of them and okay.
And I like it that it's more of like you get this character Tomo, and usually the character that you get in these high school anime, they're very like introverted, and they're also just the table, the desk that's at the window, and they're just looking out there. You get that. It's in every anime, and sometimes you just get tired of it. But she's very extroverted, and she's very friendly, and she stands up for other people. And I love that about her because it's like if someone's treating someone that you love bad, butts their ass. So I vibe with that, and so I like that about her. Okay. I want to see more of it.
All right, I don't know. It's not. That's not my wheelhouse. I just not like. We'll see.
Like empowerment.
Yeah. I feel it. I get the vibe. Like I think one that I like was browsing at. It was what's it called? I forgot the name. But it was like a little. It was
Our
like
age is showing.
Yeah.
Our brain cells are.
But the one I was watching is like it was like this little girl with white hair, but she's like in high school. So and she was next to this kid, this male character, and she would just be weird, but he would be like try to talk to her, and then comes this anyway, whatever. That's just anime. So I guess I'll just talk about what I'm watching.
Yeah,
I'm watching.
You always have something random.
Yeah.
Curious.
Yeah. So I'm watching Eminence of Shadow. I believe.
See, already the title is like
right. So it's basically an isekai where
isekai number one. Okay. One of 1,000.
Yeah, another isekai, but it's just basically what if an edgelord decided to actually put what he was talking about into practice. So the main character decides he's like, you know what? There's injustice in the world. I want to fight injustice. I'm going to become Batman. So like in the first couple of episodes, well, the first episode actually is like he is this like vigilante kind of character fighting crime. And then one day he realizes like no matter how much work he does, because he like trains, he's like always lifting weights in class. He's wearing like he's just a really ripped dude. He studied martial arts and all this stuff because he kind of wanted to be this like symbol of justice. So he kind of comes to this realization that hey, no matter what I do, I can't beat people with a whole bunch of guns. If I get surrounded by people with guns, they can shoot me dead. And then even if I figure out a way to defeat those guys, I can't beat a nuke. So the best way to defeat a nuke is magic. So he decides to go to find magic. He goes in the woods, try to practice magic, and somehow he ends up getting hit by a truck, and he's isekai like usual to another world.
The truck is like the biggest villain in these isekais.
Yo, I think the next, I got an idea for a series about that, but I'm not sure. Yeah. I'll put it in a Manga. But I actually think it's interesting. But anyway, so trucks hits him, and again, he's an edgelord. So everything he does is is over the top. So basically, he gets transported to another world where, guess what? The magic he wanted to learn in the real world, he can learn now. But not only that, everything he says becomes true. So he's like, I'm training to defeat this evil organization that has secretly plotted to control human beings, and they're hiding everything. So everybody in the upper echelons, the president, this person, the guy that's the pope over the church, he's a bad guy. And all of the BS he sells people turns out to be true. So the slave trade, he's like hey, I'm ending slavery because that helps funds the secret organizations money to help take over the world. Oh, that's true. Oh, hey, the evil organization actually works with like demons and whatever. Oh, guess what? That's true too.
Jeez.
So the cool thing about the show is that he's just OP, and like every isekai character, he's OP. So all the skills that he had from the real world where he was trying to be Batman goes into this world as well. But here's the other kicker: he wants to be the best background character as well. So he
okay, that's like a weird twist. Okay.
Yeah, so he knows how OP he is.
Yes,
but he's like, no, I'm gonna be background character number C. So
like an NPC.
Yeah, so he puts extra effort not to be seen, but it makes him stay out more. So he's like,
okay,
what would he do? Okay, so like he tries to ask out the hottest girl in school.
Yeah,
but he does it in such a way. So I read a little bit of the manga as well. So like he'll be like, okay, approach the girl shaking knees, and he'll be quivering, stutter 50 times just to get out one stutter. And he's actually plotted this out in his head to stutter. Oh, awkwardly bow, add moisture to hand so you have sweaty palms, and he'll axe out the girl, like, and then he'll mess it up. And he's like, perfect, good. Now she knows I'm a weakling, and when she rejects me, it will even make me more or less of a person. And then the twist is, she's like, yep, I'll take you as a boyfriend, and it gets him more popular. So it just like, yeah. But then he also has his organization that he built as a child to fight the other evil organization. And he's been telling them stories about like one of his like proteges, like all of them, and it's like a harem series as well. Yeah. So all the women in his all the people in his organization, as I just spoiled, are women. So
it's an isekai. Yeah, getting everything he wants.
Yeah. Basically, like he tells one of the girls stories about like shopping malls, and she ends up building a mall and amassing a huge fortune for the organization. So now the organization can buy whatever they need to buy. And then another girl, he told them stories about Star Wars and all these different movies that he likes, and she ends up writing like book versions of them. So it's just like he is the main protagonist no matter what. But it's pretty good so far. I would tell you not to like, it's not one of those animes that you take serious, but it's just so ridiculous that you get to enjoy the
I probably would watch the first episode of that just to get to see it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the first episode is so good because it's so grounded. And then after it, once he hits he goes to the other world, it just takes off.
Got you.
Like every time he's like everything is so well, like, okay, how can I sell this? Okay. So for some strange reason, a terrorist
watch it.
Just watch it. But the terrorist organization takes over his school that he's in. Again, remember, isekai schools, and all the Japanese tropes are here. So he's in the school, and the main like warrior, because his school is a warrior magic school, so they fight and whatever. So the main like magician warrior girl, she's about to fight one of the terrorists, and what happened is something happens where they can't use magic. So he's like, oh my god, this is the moment right here. I could die as this background character, and it'll look so cool. So he goes up, runs up, and the guy's about to cut the girl in half. He's like, he throws himself in front of it. Perfect. And then he gets slashes. He's like, I need to die a certain way. Hold on. I'm bleeding. He's cut through me. Oh, the blood is floating everywhere. And he falls down. And he's like, oh, wait, give final words.
Yes.
And he gives his final words and dies. And the girl's like, oh my God, he's so heroic. He's like, perfect. I just died perfectly.
You need that shirt.
It's a good show. I recommend it. It's one of the top ones for this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we got
So that's what we're watching right now.
Yeah.
So then what are you reading? Are you reading anything right now?
Not right now as far as anime and manga. So I'm gonna slide this one to you.
Okay. So I am rereading Ice Shield 21. If you like American football and it's a sports manga.
Okay.
So it's all about this one character that he's called, well, Senna. He's a kid that always runs away from stuff, but he's
Gotcha.
really, really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also good at like dodging people, and because he never likes to be in trouble. Like he's a small kid, and until he gets picked on, he runs away really fast. So so what happens is that he starts getting involved with these two characters who are really into football, and it's a really good sports manga. It's one of my favorites. It's up there with Blue Lock.
Blue Lock, yes.
Blue Lock. But it's old school, and it's drawn by the guy that draws One Punch Man.
Okay. Nice.
So not the original, the printed one, the one that's published. So the art is really good, and it's all American football. So if you're like a football fan, everything is understandable and relatable.
I guess the curious part for me with this
is
sure. like is a Japanese interpretation of what they think American football is. Or did they ask somebody?
It's Japanese interpretation of everything they think American is. Like not only just football, but like it's really good football fundamentals. They break down the game, even if you never played it. They also explain why there's like how football works. Like there's a moment where, so the thing is, it starts off with 3 people, and you can't play football with 3 people.
Right.
So all of a sudden they start bringing in people from other sports, and you actually find out why, like some people leave they're in Japan, they have clubs. So some people leave their sports clubs to join their team, and you find out why. Like there's one character, he's like a receiver. He becomes the receiver for the team. No spoilers, if anything. Becomes a receiver for the team, but he actually starts off in baseball, and he's a great catcher, but he sucks at everything else in baseball. So he can't throw. He's not that good at batting, all that stuff like that. But he's really good at catching. Gotcha. So there's a bit of turmoil between his love of baseball and playing in the sports where he's going to be more accepted, because football is all about specialization, while baseball, you need to have more of an all-rounder skill. You could specialize, but you still have to have good fundamentals all around.
Is this a new manga that came out?
No, this is way old. This is old. This came out like when I was in high school or something like that.
Okay. So
it's really old, but
right.
it's a good reread, because it's just like the arcs are good, because they just like they keep hitting like walls all the time.
Right.
So like it's not like they have a full form basketball team or a full form volleyball, or they're trying to rebuild. Build up. It's like Haikyuu. Like Haikyuu is just more like I forgot the main character's name, but he likes playing volleyball, but then he finally finds a team.
Right.
It's not like that. It's like these guys have no team and they're building it up.
Got you.
And not only that, like there's certain issues, like again, in Japan, clubs need certain amount of members so they can keep open. So they have to figure out that. And one of the main characters, he's a really he's any means necessary kind of guy. So he'll bribe. He'll also like use what is it called again? What's the term? I'm trying to remember. Like blackmail. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
He'll blackmail people.
Yeah.
So he'll blackmail people onto the team, but then the story is really good. Like there's members of the team that get blackmailed onto it, but then they stay for different reasons.
Got you.
And as it grows, like the team gets better and better, and you start seeing them put together the team in different parts. But it just is like, and then it starts very grounded, and then like every other sports manga, those special skills and abilities start to kick into place. But there's like the way the art is drawn is really good. I just, it's a good read.
Nice.
Once in a while, whenever you like need something different. That's what I'm reading right now.
Sounds
so
good.
yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Give it a read. But yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. And I guess last but not least, like, what are you playing?
Gaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like,
so I am playing and going on 3 years. Oh my God, is Genshin Impact. And if you haven't heard of it yet, I don't know, but Some of you might have played it, dropped it off.
Everybody
Whatever,
and their mother probably played it. Most of the people that
but I'm
follow this
still on it.
space.
You know, I'm still playing it. It's just one of those games that you could just get into. You can enjoy like the exploration of the world, and I still enjoy that. Like even like I'm a JRPG player, and I've
Mhm.
always did the side quests. I'm like one of those people that I do 100 plus hours in a JRPG, and you know, like with Genshin Impact, it has just so much exploration you could do, and so much, you know, and side stories that you could do, and you know, those little things make the story interesting, and then you know, you have all the different characters that come out. You know, you like your husbandos, like I do, and waifus, or you like your little chibi characters, or your characters. You know, it's got every trope of an anime character in there. And then the interesting thing is, it does take different dynamics of different types of cultures. So, like for example, there's a country called Inazuma, a nation called Inazuma. So it's all based on Japanese culture and the way they're, you know,
You're explaining to our viewers Genshin Impact when they mostly play Genshin Impact. Stop
well,
it.
if
Like,
some have it,
like,
hey, we
like,
can.
no, no,
I
no. Like, I assume everybody here
well,
and their mother plays Genshin Impact.
well,
Like,
to those who haven't, well, those who have, if are you still playing? And if you are, you know, like who's your favorite character? Who's your favorite wife and husbando? But if you are not playing, check it out. It's a free game online. I mean, it's a gotcha game. It's also on mobile phone.
yeah.
You know, just try not to spend too much of your money getting addicted to it. You know, maybe Hoyoverse now not going to sponsor us for
Hey,
this, but
I'm gonna tell you about a drug that I like doing, and here, don't do the drugs, kids. No, stop it.
no,
Like,
but it's an interesting game. I would say check it out. You know, it doesn't. You know, if you're interested in RPGs like that.
yeah, I mean, I've seen the Genshin wave for a long time, man. You know, I got it.
And it's still going. It's
yeah.
still going even after 3 years. And you know, it's supposed to be a game that's gonna last for five. It's like a 5 year project, maybe longer. And they still have to get through all the 7 nations to finally come to the conclusion of this. And I think,
And then you become the avatar and the
I think you have
world.
to. If you stay on the ride long enough, you're gonna, you know, stay on the journey long enough, and you're gonna enjoy the outcome. That's just my belief. It would be horrible if it sucks at the end, but you know, I'm not thinking about that. This ain't Game of Thrones last season. How bad is that? I'm enjoying the journey.
Oh my god, I just stopped. I'm gonna tell you this. After I heard about the last season, I just stopped watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, don't care.
That's for another show. But yes, we can talk about how horrible that is.
No. That show.
But yeah, so are you playing any games?
So all my gaming stuff is down. My laptop is down. I was playing some cool stuff before that. Mm-hmm. But no, I am interested in a few games coming up. Like I've just been like watching a lot of Street Fighter stuff.
Oh yeah.
Street Fighter 6 is coming out soon.
They just showed Cammy recently. Damn, she's looking good. She's a badass.
Yeah. She's doing her thing. She's taking some vitamins. But yeah, mostly just like gaming wise, I'm mostly watching stuff. I plan on like getting a new system and getting a brand new laptop to play games on. Mm-hmm. But like I think the last thing I was really playing was like Monster Sanctuary. That was really good. It's a side scroller kind of Pokemon game. Mm-hmm. So it plays like Castlevania.
Oh, I love Castlevania, yeah.
Right. So it plays more like news, like I'm butchering names. Whatever. The guy that made like Symphony of the Night, like
yes.
Yeah. So it plays more like Symphony of the Night than the old school ones.
Yes.
So it's more
one.
Yeah. So it's more exploration.
Nice, yeah.
But you get about 3 Pokemon. Well, I'm using Pokemon.
Yeah.
Monsters to use with you on the terrain.
Right.
So each monster you get has different abilities. Some like burn, shoot fire, so they burn certain things, and others can create platforms, and some give you double jump, some that you float. Nice. So, it's been really fun, and what it is like you battle other trainers to get past whatever progression. So your bosses aren't the typical. Sometimes it's like some of the bosses are other monsters that you need to add to your arsenal. And then some of the bosses are other trainers that have monsters that you haven't fought as yet, but you'll probably fight them in the future. Right. Each part of the kind of castle setup,
yes,
they or a different element. So if you go like to the basement, you might head to a monster district.
Gotcha.
Oh, and then not monster, sorry, poison. I am bugging right now. Be poison or fire or water.
Oh, so the environment.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
gotcha.
environments. So you can build your team however you want. You get to feed them. It's really good.
So it's like Pokemon meets Castlevania.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Got
as
you.
we said in the beginning.
All right.
Sorry, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the thing that makes it really fun is that attacks do have like certain effects,
Mm-hmm.
like you can actually feel it in the middle of the battle,
Mm-hmm.
and everything is turn based.
Mm-hmm.
But you actually get to see them do the moves. It's not like like it's not like the attack. You actually like no like
see
I don't
it,
like that.
check it out.
You see it, and then while like certain things combine together, like mixing fire and ice, like you could freeze people, and then anyway,
Gotcha.
just yeah, go and play. I recommend that. That's one I was playing before my laptop went kaput. Anyway.
Well, yeah, if you viewers have any anime, comic, mangas, or games you're playing, let us know. Even manhwa, anything that you like to recommend. Yep. Any age, anything 18 plus, like I enjoy those as well. Like
you play those like what do you call them again? What's the story? What did it call again? Light novels? Yes. So you play those stuff too?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Light novels.
You ever play what's that one called? Is it Now There Again? What is the one?
No, I haven't played that one.
What is the one with the they have an anime for it, but it's like you're trying to make sure like that these girls don't kill you. So you're like
that sounds familiar.
So you're like, don't worry, we be butchering any stuff, but it is what it is. But yeah, this is kind of our new format. We'll probably be doing more stuff. If we have stuff to introduce, we'll introduce it here. But this is
anything you want to recommend, put it in the comments and let us know. We'll check it out.
Yeah, and if you got any events or stuff like that, let us know as well too. Yep. We're always interested. But yeah, that is the new format of the chat, right? Are you happy with that?
I think I am, like we just here to vibe and, just say our perspective and opinions of things and, just roll with it. We just going with the flow with the chat 2.0 kind of thing. And I like it. Yeah. And let us know what you think. Let us know like interesting things you want to see in this new version of the chat.
Yes, please let us know. And look out for more news from us. Hopefully we can do this weekly, bi-weekly. What do you say?
We'll see.
We'll see again, but we'll try to be a little bit more consistent. Again, we got some events coming up. We'll leave more information about those below. Also, make sure to check our community tab here on YouTube. And we'll see you soon.
Come through to our events. And thank you for watching. Appreciate it.
Hakuna Matata, like usual.
Ciao. Bye.